Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Give it a couple minutes for people to show up, and then I will pretty much tell you what's going on. How was everybody's day going, huh? Well, technically it's the next day, so it's late. I know. So not many people are probably going to be here. I know it's midnight, and some people are already off to bed, but I'm going to instead of get me a little drink, crack it, mix with a little bit of root beer. Oh, God. Tastes like vanilla root beer. But yeah, um, talk a little bit about what's going on, a little bit new before I go into my book. Not much. I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to get all the logistical stuff done for the book. It's pretty much I don't have the money to spend on it right now. So what I'm going to do is, I'll update you what me and my brother talked about. Well, we talked to some other people in the community, the fellowship and stuff. What they suggested I do and stuff like that to raise the money. I could go on Amazon, and we came up with a solution, and I think you guys will like it. And so after a couple minutes, I will get into it. But other than that, just hanging out, have fun, talking about how Elon Musk is purchased Twitter now. So we're gonna see all the crazy people lose their minds. Great, it's fun all day watching that shit. Fucking all these people lose their shit. Um, oh, there's a lot to do. Um, what I've been doing this week, me and my brother have been looking at painting places. I'll show you one that we're looking at. There's another one. One of them my aunt actually did her book through, and she told me it was a good place, pretty cheap, not super cheap, but good printer. It doesn't gonna take me a whole lot of money to do each book, hopefully. Um, but yeah, I guess it's been a couple minutes. I mean, nobody's here yet, but they'll pop in as I get here. So, um, as you know, this is my book. This is the cover. If you watched the last stream of me and my brother were on, we pretty much put this together. So the Mercer Origins, Darkness Rises, Daniel Cunningham, me, of course, the author. Um, oh my gosh, they did a really good job. Nairum, who did uh, the Bonds comic book series, or Indiegogo, was the one that set me up with the artist, one of her friends, who did this, and her name will be in the book. I gave her full, you know, uh, do about the art and the cover. I will be, if everything goes right, we may be looking for more artists too. So to do a new thing. If we do it in this campaign, we may wait. But yeah, so if you haven't gone and got Bonds, back that event. I think she's on number 2 now. So definitely back that. And so I want to shout her out for all her help getting this done. If she didn't, I was looking for artists and looking for people all over the place. And the one I tried to hire before was trying to screw me over. So I was so glad that this one is way better. She did a fantastic job. Really, these are my shadow demons. If you can't see, Arthas, my main character. In the back of the book, little description of it, little dark thing. The when the book prints, the one thing will be over here, the barcode and everything, my logo, and all this. Just wanted to show you off my art that I had done. Arthas, my main character. This is the main character you will follow throughout the book. Um, I'll pull up a little more so you can kind of see better. He's a mixed race. You'll learn that in the book. You'll really enjoy everything. I'm gonna have this hopefully colored soon, like by somebody, so that it kind of redefines it. I gotta get some more art done. If I do this, the other thing, there's my other art, the Shadow Demon that you saw on the cover. These are the creatures that are one of the demons that you'll meet within the book. Well, in this one, this will be the main demon you meet. Um, in this book, is the first book of my series. I plan on at least 4, if not 7. It matters to like how I write the second, and so on and so forth. How I decide to plan it out. And this book's gonna be huge, guys. It's almost 600 pages. If we calculate it right, um, it'll be almost 600 pages. So this is a big old thick old boy. Okay, so I'm hoping you guys will be excited for this. Um, it's gonna be. It's something that took over 2 years of a lot of work, a lot of editing. The editing is done. All I got to do now is just got to make sure the what's it called? Everything fits within the page. Like, but the printer will help me do that. I'm told that they do a good job helping you do that. The one that I've been looking at. Um, so the news that I want to get to is we are planning on going Indiegogo. Um, for a while at least, and so what we are planning on doing is we're going to find a printer that's not like super expensive, but does a good job, and they have good quality books. The only place around here, each book costs like freaking like $25 just to print, and that's ridiculous. So we're gonna go online printing now, shipped to us. Um, what we're thinking right now for pricing is when I get the campaign going, you'll get to I'll post that, and I'll be getting on other channels to promote it. But pretty much, we're thinking of signed copies, $35. Unsigned copy, hardcovers, by the way. Hardcover signed copies where I have it sent to me, I sign them, repackage them, and send them out. $35. 25 for unsigned, or no, 30 for unsigned hardcovers. 25 for soft cover signed, $20 for unsigned. That's what we're planning right now. It matters on like how much the printer is going to want us to pay, and then how much shipping is going to cost us, stuff like that. I got to calculate all that before I make the pricing, because I don't want to make it where I only make $1 off of each of my book or something. You know how it works. Um, and then if we raise this, what we were planning to do is just long enough just to raise enough money to put it on the Amazon. But I talked to Walton. He said actually it's better just to wait and keep it on there for a while, and just keep the campaign going for a while, like 2-3 months, and then when it's done, ship out whatever you make from that. Great, ship all that out. Wait a month or two, and then have it set up a date where it'll go live on Amazon, which pretty much means no more signed copies. There'll be just plain hardcover, plain regular color, and digital. I think digital copy, if you want, instead you want just a digital copy, if they can figure out how that works on Indiegogo, I'll probably set that up, and that'll probably be like $15 just for your digital. Also, if I make enough, let's say the Indiegogo goes way beyond what I thought it was going to do, and I raise a lot of money, I want to do a stretch goal. I got to figure out how much it'll cost to add an art book into it, where it'll have all the characters, all the creatures, the areas. I find artists that could do creatures, characters. An artist that can do like landscapes and stuff. They can like draw like what the lands look like, stuff like that. So that while you were reading my book, you can go and pick up the art book, say whatever I raise the art. I don't know how it works. I gotta talk to Red Gaze and stuff like that soon about how it all works. If I do add an art book, if I want to, I may decide, say, okay, this is what I'm doing just for the main book, and then make another campaign for the art book. So if people just want the art book, they can, after they buy the novel, they can do another campaign for the art book. And that will only be through this. That probably won't end up on Amazon whatsoever. And it'll be like a limited time, so it'll be really cool. The art book will have all the characters, creatures, as I said, landscapes. I want to do maps. I want to have like maps of like certain areas, detailed, like like Lord of the Rings did. Um, Added in. We'll see if I could do that. If I can, it'd be great. Um, hello, all who just showed up. What I was talking about is that I am with a lot after I talked to the community and a lot of people. Me and my brother have decided we're going to go on Indiegogo. We're going to launch my book through Indiegogo, and at first, at least, and then later on, once the campaign's done, all the books have been shipped. Maybe a month or two after that, we'll put it on Amazon. So if people miss the campaign, but they've heard about the book and they really want it, then they can go on Amazon and purchase it. But me and my brother have been looking at printers. We found one that I'll share here in a second. Where is it? This is one of the ones we were looking at. Outlaw Sales Group LLC. This is one of the book printers that my aunt used during her books. This is what she used, and she said they were pretty good. So we're looking at this one. We'll maybe look at another one. There's no local ones around here, unfortunately, where I live. Um, there's just not much. Like the only one, all they do is, like business cards and stuff. So they don't print books. So we're looking at like further ones. Um, but yeah. So as soon as I get everything done, I get with the Red Gaze and some of the guys who've done Indiegogos, like author Stephen Walton, those guys. I'm looking at going as soon as I get everything ready. I'm working on a promotional video now for it. I'm gonna be hooking up with Culture to help me make that video. When that's ready, I'll be launching that. That'll probably become my new intro. But again, I'll show you guys the artwork that I had done real quick. I turn them on. No, I got it right here. So here's again. If you didn't see this, this is the front cover of my book, The Miniature Origins, The Darkness Rises. This is a novel. This is not a comic, unfortunately. I do later on want to get with Red Gaze and some other comic book writers and have them help me create a comic that goes like kind of like a prior book. It'll be called The Bard of Heaven, and it'll follow the story and tell this book. It'll be like what happened, how the universe got set up before everything else. So it'll be interesting. But yeah, they did a great job. My God, they did such a good job with it. I really am really happy with this. They did a great job, and it blew me away when I saw this. I was like, yeah, this is the first book of the series that I plan on doing, as I've said. Um, it's gonna be fun. You get to each time the darkness. This is the description of the book. It says each time the darkness of the Hellcore reaches a new planet, it corrupts every living thing and turns them into creatures known as the Twisted. To keep the Hellcore from expanding its darkness, God created a new race to fight the demons from taking over the multiverse. Adventure with Arthas Arkwright on his path to becoming a Silverthorn Knight to fight the demons. Arthas lives on a planet known as Milan. It at the edge of the meteorsphere. Milan is one of the only hope for the rest other. I might have to redo this. One is the only is the one and only hope for the rest of the Mirrorsphere. Can Arthas and his friends be the knights that finally seal off the Hellcore, or will the demons prevail? Actually, I think this is my dyslexia showing up on my reading skills. I'm not a very good reader, out loud at least. I can't read out loud. Anyways, yeah, show off the character art again. There's my main character Arthas, and you'll be following this guy as he goes from a child, well, pretty much a child. He's young when it first starts, and he grows up throughout the book. You get to follow his path as he gets to learn his world and what he's responsible for, and stuff like that. And he meet as the people he meets, from the main races, the Igno and Kundo races. He is both Indo and Kundo. You'll read that about the book. There's also the dwarves. Of course, I've added dwarves because who wouldn't? I love dwarves. And I have a cool, interesting spin on them. There's also some beast races that you'll meet. There's also a lot of creatures in the book that are like dangerous and deadly that they have to face off against. Because the world is mostly peaceful, but uh, the world is also has some creatures in it that are not, easy to deal with. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be fun. Here's the shadow demons. One of the demon races you'll see in the book. Probably near the end of this book. When I started the second book, The War Begins, it'll really delve into demon wars and stuff like that. But for this one, it's pretty much setting up the universe, which is going to be fun. You get to really get to know Milan and its people and what their purpose is. As Arthur gets to learn what his purpose is, you know what him and his people are meant to do, and as they get to learn themselves, and soon they'll learn that it's not as all peachy glory for them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this book. It's something I put my heart and soul into. The story I've been developing over a decade of, I was in the Marine Corps for many years, 4 years. And there's a lot of downtime, so there's a lot of boredom. And during that boredom, I used to just plan stories in my head just to have just for something. And one of the stories was this: started to craft this world and how this all works. And I slowly over time, I never thought of it more than it was something fun to think about. And then, everybody knows Gary from Neurotic. He mentioned something in one of his live streams that, since all these IPs that we've been losing over and over and over again, falling and dying, from Star Wars to just if you just saw his latest one of his latest videos, doing five dead franchises, top five dead franchises. Uh, I just said the top five murdered franchises. Um, you know, I used to love Star Wars, and I loved so much. And right now, I've been delving into reading a lot of the old D&D books from Forgotten Realms, like the older ones from like the beginning. All I've been like looking into those ones, and I've been really enjoying those. We're about to see fucking Amazon destroy fucking Lord of the Rings, which is sad. I am not looking forward to watching that fall apart. Because I love Lord of the Rings. I'm literally just listening to their audiobook once again. Uh, at least The Hobbit now, and then I'll continue on. But yeah, so we are going to be launching on Indiegogo soon. As soon as I get everything ready for it, as soon as I get the promotional video done, and I secure everything. The book is fully edited, fully written. The cover art's done. Pretty much all we got left is logistical stuff. And as soon as that's all done, we'll be ready to launch. And it's gonna be a big, thick book, boys. It's over almost 600 pages of freaking lot of work. I'm not a writer. Well, I wasn't till now, I guess. I like to think of myself as a storyteller, not a writer. But I'm really looking forward to you guys getting a hold of this book. I sent a couple email copies to a couple of the people, like Nerdrotic. I sent him a copy, and I sent um, another copy over to my friend Culture Casino just to read it through and see what they. I want to see their opinions. I just can't wait for people to delve into the universe that I started, and hopefully, the Mirror Sphere Origins becomes a new IP that can become something so many more other people can join in and enjoy. And that's my goal. My end goal is after I get my main series done, I'm going to leave the story kind of open. Where the unit, like literally, where Arthas will go into the universe and the whole multiverse will be opened up. Where he can go, what he can do, is up to wherever I decide another series can go. And I'm also thinking of opening up to fantasy artists, writers, and stuff like that. Or like, hey, I got a comic that has a bunch like a cat world part, a world full of cat creatures or something like that. And my hero, and I'd be like, hey, if you would want to, I could do one comic where my hero somehow gets to your world and explores with your hero and has a good adventure or something like that. So your world is a part of the mirror sphere literally means multiverse, pretty much. It's all universe, all galaxies, all put together. And that's what I want it to be, is something so vast and so just where I can bring in other small indie creators into like a network. We can all try to like have fun together and be like, oh look, Arthas is now venturing to blah 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 world, or their hero somehow ended up on Milan or something. Or who knows? Who knows where this can go? The you know, imagination is almost limitless. And the building a fantasy world from scratch was probably one of the funnest things I ever done. And one of the hardest things I ever done, man. There's a lot of thinking you have to put into building your own universe. So yeah, so I'm enjoying it. Sorry, I'm getting over a little head cold I've had for a little bit. Stupid allergies kicked in, and then I got a cold. So yay! So yeah, hoping you all are enjoying just it all as we grow, and yeah. So we're gonna go on Indiegogo for a little bit. We're gonna launch there, and then eventually it'll go on Amazon. So if you don't like, if some people don't really they want to wait, fine. Um, when I get everything done, I have it launched. I'll have a new video made, and we'll celebrate its launch. And I'll be going on a lot of other channels at that point to promote the book. Um, I know Nerdrotic said if he enjoyed it, he talked to me about maybe going on his channel to promote it. I know Culture would have, if he likes the book, would have no problem me go and promote the book on his. And I know many other people that I would have no problem. Plus, I want to bring on other people to help promote theirs as my channel grows, which is good. We actually went over 100. And what am I at now? Let me check. Because I was stuck at 158 for freaking forever subscribers. I could never get past 161. So we made a couple. Good, good. Well, I'm growing, slow but sure, but we grow. I'm not jealous. I grow slowly. I haven't made much videos lately, and I haven't done much live streams because I've been so busy with me, mini sphere and my kids, and trying to buy the house I live in now. We've been renting for like 6 years, and now I talked to our landlord and asked him if he was willing to sell us the house for a decent price, since we were having so much problems buying a house around this area because they're going up and going down like that, gone, and it was like crazy. We even like offered a house like 40 grand over a house trying to get it, and we didn't get it because some dude walked in with like tons of cash and just took it. Sucked the house. But we're gonna buy this house and then we're gonna build onto it, which I'm gonna build an office space where our backyard. We're pretty much taking our house because it's a 3 bedroom house, pretty small, and we're pretty much building another half to it. and we're building 3 bedrooms and whatever we decide to add on, plus doing our own work within the house, like all the flooring and stuff. We're gonna do all that, and once that's done, I'm gonna have my own office space instead of just sitting in the living room like I'm now. I'm literally in the corner of the living room, and hopefully, I get the office I really want to build. It'll be freaking fantastic, and I want to put up, um, have the capability later on of inviting people over. And I don't live in Texas or Florida or California like most people do. So if I ever get anybody that wishes around Missouri that wants to come in and sit down and have a fun chat, stuff about pop culture and just fantasy and stories that we love and books and stuff like that, I would love to invite them onto the channel as I grow and have good discussions. So we'll look forward to that. And so much is going on right now. So hopefully I'll be doing a lot more live streaming and a lot more video, guys. So yeah, if you're out there, enjoy and share this out there and like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I guess I'll talk to you guys next time. I look forward to the Indiegogo campaign, guys. And hopefully it does well. And hopefully this book spreads and then the next book and the next book. And we build something new together. Something that a certain woke crowd can't touch. Oh, hey Kai. How you doing, man? Yeah. Yeah. You too, man. And I'll see you guys next time. All right. Enjoy.